Welcome to the Crestron Tunable Lighting Introduction, presented by Jamie Stott. In today's presentation, we will cover the following topics: why tunable lighting, Crestron HOME overview, Circadian/human-centric lighting, wellness environment opportunity, practical applications of tunable lighting, user interface, Crestron HOME tunable fixture hardware, fixture partner program, why Crestron tunable lighting, fixture configuration tool, infrastructure, and getting started. We need to be prepared to answer an important question. Why tunable lighting? A few words come to mind: enhancement, productivity, comfort, wellness, decorative. Wellness technology is no longer complete without circadian lighting. Enhancement of the luxury lifestyle includes the visual environment, interior finishes, and especially artwork. Productivity and comfort are critical and are difficult to achieve without the right dynamic lighting. Decorative fun can be technicolor based on holidays, seasons, or prevailing moods. Exclusively through Crestron HOME, we offer a new line of digitally addressable fixtures which do all of the above with full color tuning, including tunable white and warm dim capabilities. Let's address another question. What is circadian lighting? In this photo, you'll see a living room with floor-to-ceiling windows that will be awash in the sun's natural light during daylight hours. The use of clear-story windows further enhances this effect, allowing natural light to further penetrate into the dwelling during daylight hours. But what about an area in the interior of the dwelling with no windows, or at night? Circadian lighting, or human-centric lighting, varies color temperature and intensity of electric light, similar to the daily outdoor sunrise to sunset cycle. It allows the deployment of dynamic electric lighting to interior environments, harnessing the inherent visual, emotional, and biological benefits of sunlight via tunable fixtures. Here's another important question. What is circadian rhythm? A natural internal process that regulates the sleep-wake cycle and repeats roughly every 24 hours. Since the days of the caveman, sunlight has told the brain when to wake, when to stay alert, and when to wind down and when to go to sleep. Rather than reading the remaining bullet points on this slide, here's a fun video that helps illustrate the circadian rhythm concept.
Welcome to my inner monologue, the NDA booth, and Crestron tunable lighting demo in 60 seconds. Since human creation, our internal body clock, or circadian rhythm, has been governed by the rise and fall of the sun. In the early years, we lived in caves. Picture the caveman asleep on his bearskin rug. The dark horizon begins to brighten with orange and yellow hues as the sun comes up over the distant mountains. The caveman wakes, and as the color temperature and intensity of the sun increases, he becomes more alert. Around midday, when the color of the sunlight is whiter and brighter and color temperature and intensity have reached their peak, the caveman will achieve maximum coordination and reaction time just in time for the afternoon hunt. As the sun descends in the sky, so does color temperature and intensity, transitioning back to yellow and orange hues experienced in the late afternoon. The caveman's hunt is successful, and he roasts the wild boar over the fire. The sun is now set, but the day is extended just a bit by firelight until the caveman has had its dinner, and it's time to go back to sleep. With the Crestron tunable fixture, you too can now have indoor electric circadian lighting without the cave, without the bearskin rug, and without the dead pig.
All kidding aside, here we see a graphical representation of the caveman's natural circadian cycle, as true today as it was back then. To recap the caveman video, starting in the morning just before sunrise with low color temperature, orange hues, low intensity, increasing throughout the morning, brightening into yellowish hues with higher intensity, and peaking out midday with bright white light. The light stays bright throughout the afternoon, although color temperature gradually decreases and then fades into sunset. Human deviation from the circadian cycle actually started as far back as the caveman's first evening fire. Much later, we moved indoors, and our light sources evolved from candles to oil lamps to electric lights, and in the process, we moved further away from the circadian cycle. With the invention of electric light dimming and lighting control systems, we started a move back towards circadian lighting. A critical element of a good lighting control system has always been an effective keypad strategy, one that focuses on controlling areas instead of individual lights, one that is easy to explain and use, and can be applied similarly to all keypads in a dwelling. Here is an example of lighting keypad strategy. Top button, welcome or lights on, delivers bright general lighting from all lighting groups for a room or area. Next button down, entertain or lights dim, tones down the intensity while layering the lights to enhance ambiance and accentuate architecture. Relax or lights low brings everything down to a comfortable dim glow for that last hour before bedtime. Bottom button, good night or lights off, shuts down the lights for the evening or going out of town. Later in this presentation, we will share a new keypad strategy which includes tunable lighting. It's worth noting that tunable lighting is not necessarily circadian lighting, although circadian lighting requires tunable light fixtures. Tunable white lighting refers to LED technology where the hue of white light can be changed to appear warmer, more yellow, or cooler, whiter, bluer. Tunable white lighting becomes circadian lighting when we simulate the daily sunrise to sunset curve by gradually adjusting color temperature and intensity accordingly. These dynamic lighting parameters also allow us to provide physiological or wellness benefits. If our internal body clock cannot always take its cues from sunlight, we can do so with interior circadian lighting and thus counter the effects of our perpetual indoor lifestyle. Studies have shown this improves mood, sleep, and overall sense of well-being. Here we see full color tuning in action. Crestron HOME and Crestron Tunable Fixtures make all this possible. Although in real life, I'll bet tunable white example at the bottom left is the most frequently used. White light has typically been referred to as either warm or cool, daylight, bright white, or soft white. These names correlate with specific color temperatures of white light and describes how the light is perceived. CCT, correlated color temperature, as the term suggests, refers to the color temperature of light, measured in degrees Kelvin. Within the lighting industry, it's typical to see white LEDs created anywhere between 1800 Kelvin, candlelight, and 7000 Kelvin, daylight. A light source that has a 3000 Kelvin rating we might call warm white, with orange and/or yellowish hues. Traditional halogen and incandescent lighting is also around 3000 Kelvin. When increasing to higher levels in degrees Kelvin, the color will change from yellow to yellowish white to white, and then a bluish white or cool white. These are visual examples of how tunable white LED lighting can dramatically impact living spaces. As the time of the day progresses from left to right across the bottom of the screen, the color temperature on the left side of the screen and in the room rises and falls. The impact of natural light from windows can also be felt. In the kitchen, a similar impact of circadian lighting can be felt. Static tunable lighting scenes may be used to provide higher color temperatures while preparing food or cleaning, while a scene with lower color temperatures provides ambiance and enhanced aesthetics. Another important question: why wellness lighting as a technology category? Three things come to mind: wellness or personal well-being, environments or our daily surroundings, the interior experience designed around wellness. Think about the components of the Crestron wellness environment. Sunshine, natural light through windows. The optimal experience requires this light to be filtered with automated shading. Interior finishes made from natural grasses, grains, and fibers like our Hartman and Forbes fabric line. Sounds of nature from distributed audio. Video walls showing breathtaking outdoor landscapes. Peace of mind through security systems and interactive door locks. Clean water. Clean air filtration and remediation from the Crestron HOME Delos collaboration. Experiencing natural light where there are no windows requires circadian lighting, the cornerstone of the Crestron wellness environment. The Crestron wellness environment is more than just a collection of complementary technology categories all under the Crestron HOME umbrella. The Crestron wellness environment is a compelling experience that homeowners can embrace, that our dealers can deliver, a sales strategy, a mindset, a path to future success.
Light affects everything: our mood, energy level, the quality of our sleep. It's how we evolved, our biological clock tied to the rhythms of the sun. But then, artificial light came around, confusing our brains about when to rev up and when to wind down. That's why the Crestron HOME OS now features circadian lighting control to mimic the patterns of natural light. In the morning, dim orange light slowly ramps up to ease you into the day. Lights automatically adjust to simulate optimal natural light during the day to help keep you energized. As bedtime approaches, lights gradually dim to simulate the calming light of dusk, which can help your body recognize it's time to get ready to sleep. All completely personalized to match your daily routine. Let Crestron HOME help put you in the right light throughout the day, as nature intended.
All the components of the Crestron wellness environment are brought together with Crestron HOME. The commanding advantage of having all the technology categories under the Crestron umbrella has been evident for a while, but as you are seeing, has been taken a step further with the addition of Crestron fully tunable LED lighting fixtures. All the Crestron HOME advantages above continue to expand and improve with each new software and product release growing more powerful over time. Crestron also has a long history of lighting control, including retrofittable wall dimmers with universal hybrid keypad capability, panel-based control systems, low-voltage keypads, touchscreens, and more. Crestron shading systems and thermostats round out the environmental offering. Robust commercial-grade design ensures the highest reliability. Legacy product compatibility and lifetime warranty on residential lighting controls and shades sets Crestron apart from the competition. Now, with the addition of full color tuning LED fixtures, the total Crestron solution has set the new standard. Here are a few examples of how the end user can customize their experience by creating various full-color scenes and make easy adjustments to color hue, saturation, and color temperature in the scene editor, right from the Crestron HOME user interface. Here's a demonstration of tunable lighting adjustments in action.
Crestron Tunable Fixtures have an attractive and intuitive user interface courtesy of Crestron HOME. From the touchscreen, we can activate lighting scenes with a wide range of color temperatures and intensities. For some decorative fun, let's go to the vivid fuchsia full color scene. Lighting scenes are all easily accessible in the lighting scene editor. The middle slider allows us to adjust color saturation. With the top slider, we can make full color hue adjustments. For example, Crestron True Blue Day, St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day. The bottom slider allows color temperature adjustments. Switching over to the white LED tuning tab allows us to tune white light in a more compelling and useful way, with color temperatures ranging from 8,000 Kelvin all the way down to 1,600 Kelvin, the color of a flickering candle. Full color tuning with Crestron HOME.
Yet another popular use for tunable fixtures: enhancing artwork and interior finishes. There's a phrase I've heard my entire career related to dimming control systems: put everything in its very best light. Tunable lighting adds another dimension to this concept. The very reason tunable light was invented was to present paintings in the exact lighting conditions under which they were commissioned. For example, Southern Italy, early fall, 5 p.m. However, there are many additional possibilities for artwork enhancement. Crestron HOME tunable fixtures could be used to enhance interior finishes, including artwork. As we enhance the reddish hues, the texture and the colors really pop off the canvas. If we want to give this painting a different look, now we've brought out the background, the blacks, the grays, and the blues. And yet another approach is to enhance the yellow accents down the middle. All this and more, Crestron HOME tunable fixtures. Here's another example of endless possibilities. Every individual is unique, and the ideal circadian curve can vary by lifestyle. Consider the doctor who may be up half the night at the hospital and sleeps half the morning. The ability to adjust their circadian curve to start later in the day is key. Solar sync is another option, but we'll get into that in a moment. Here is an example of how easy it is to personalize the circadian curve. With Crestron HOME tunable fixtures, the circadian curve is regulated by 4 set points: morning, day, evening, and night. Here is the Crestron HOME circadian curve, which allows us to easily apply and customize naturally dynamic lighting to the interior environment. Let's say the homeowner needs their circadian curve to start earlier in the day and at a lower color temperature. Simply change the morning set point from 8 a.m. to 5 a.m. and the color temperature from 2400 Kelvin to 1600, and you can see how the circadian curve has been modified. As powerful as circadian mode is, solar sync may be the truest way to experience circadian lighting. Here's an example. With Crestron HOME tunable fixtures, there's perhaps no better way to experience circadian lighting than by using a roof mount solar sync sensor. This allows you to experience exactly what's going on outside as we transition from morning light to midday light. We can experience the passing clouds and basically any other color temperature that the natural environment throws at us. It's the best way to stay in touch through the bright afternoon sun and into the sunset. In addition to automatically generated scene buttons for circadian mode and solar sync, personalization requires the ability to depart from the circadian curve with static scenes with the perfect color temperature and intensity for the task at hand. Easy personalization is a hallmark of Crestron's tunable lighting capabilities. Now that we have explored tunable lighting capabilities, let's examine a keypad strategy that includes wellness lighting. Top button, solar sync, to replicate outdoor lighting conditions in real time. If the weather's bad outside, perhaps we go straight to the circadian scene and join the customized circadian lighting curve in progress. A productive day may dictate that we jump straight to the static productivity scene. After work, we may go back to the circadian scene, and after dinner, directly to the relax scene with low light levels and color temperatures similar to that of a flickering candle or campfire. By now, we have established that Crestron tunable fixtures, controlled by Crestron HOME, have the best user interface available that is beautiful, intuitive, generally easy to use. In keeping with this theme and that of the Crestron HOME setup app, field deployment is easy and intuitive as well. As a hypothetical example, imagine the light fixtures on this page represent a project with 8 rooms and 80 fixtures. We needed to make addressing fixtures and creating lighting groups easy without running around looking for flashing lights. Here's how it works. Once the gateway and fixtures have been scanned into the system, click on the Identify Fixture button. All fixtures on the project will turn a different color. Identify the color of the fixture you wish to address. In this case, the fixture above your head is red. All non-red fixtures will turn off, and all previously red fixtures will turn a different color, significantly narrowing the selection. Again, click on the corresponding color, blue this time, to identify the fixture you wish to address. Now all the fixtures that were not blue turn off, and the ones that were blue will be identified based on whether or not they are blinking. After a few quick clicks, the selection will be narrowed down to the desired fixture for addressing. The fixture can then be assigned to a room or group. While this example shows how easy tunable lighting can be configured via the Home Setup app, there is also the capability to build a tunable fixture project in the My Crestron Home Configurator tool. A lot of ground has been covered so far. Let's review the actual Crestron tunable fixture. Crestron tunable fixtures exist as recessed 3.5-inch downlights with the following options: round and square, fixed and adjustable, damp dry and wet location, insulated ceiling or non-insulated Chicago plenum. Note that insulated ceiling option has 40% larger physical housing. Correlated color temperature range is 8,000 Kelvin down to 1650. Color rendering index is 95. Lumen output of 800 is good up to 12-foot ceiling height. Power draw is 20 watts. TIR optics with beam spread options of 35 and 55 degrees. Optics are field changeable. Available media lenses including frosted, perimeter frosted, elongating, softening, and honeycomb. Trim options for fixed, adjustable, pinhole, and wall wash. Trimless reflectors are available as well. Here are some visual examples of all trim options: fixed, adjustable, wall wash, pinhole, with trimless options of each. There are also extenders available for ceiling thicknesses up to 1 7/8 inch. Pinhole trims are paired with fixed downlights. Wall wash trims have an additional built-in diffusion lens, giving the effect of greater than the standard 55-degree beam spread. Wall wash is also fixed at a 20-degree tilt. Adjustable fixtures have a tilt capability of 0 to 40 degrees and a 360-degree rotation. Crestron DMX-C fixtures are capable of 0.1% dimming. Here's a cutaway of the tunable fixture. Each fixture requires a constant 120-volt AC power source. Category cable, ideally pre-terminated and tested Cat6 shielded, extends from the head-end gateway and daisy chains fixtures together, up to 32 fixtures per segment with maximum 1,000-foot run. Communication over the category cable, Crestron's DMX-C protocol, which is a refined version of DMX 512, allows fixtures to work natively with Crestron HOME. Only DMX-C fixtures will work, DMX 512 fixtures will not. The DIN GWDL, which is a DMX-C gateway, is required for fixtures to function. Fixture communication originates at the PoE gateway, which is connected to the same network switch as the system processor. There are 2 DMX-C segments which can originate from the gateway, supporting up to 32 daisy-chained fixtures each. By adding a splitter, the total number of fixtures supported by a gateway increases to 85. Projects with greater than 85 fixtures can be supported by adding additional gateways. The theoretical maximum is governed by the number of lighting groups supported by a Crestron HOME processor. On the bottom left, there are manual override contacts. Contact set 1, when closed, puts the gateway into override mode. Contact set 2, when open, turns on all lights in override mode. When contact set 2 is closed, lights are off. Output override contacts connect to additional gateways. Gateway MSRP is $1,600. To expand from 64 fixtures to 85 fixtures on a gateway, connect this splitter, the DIN GWDL SPLTR, to the DMX2 segment on the gateway. This will also expand the number of fixture segment outputs from 2 to 5. However, the maximum number of fixtures on a gateway splitter combination is still 85. The splitter requires a separate power supply. MSRP on the splitter is $900. Here we show a gateway splitter combination supporting up to 5 fixture segment outputs. Maximum distance from the DMX2 segment output to the splitter is 1,000 feet. Also, maximum segment distance from this splitter to the last fixture on a segment is an additional 1,000 feet. A 120 ohm RJ45 terminator plug must be used at the DMXC output on the last fixture on a segment. Crestron HOME configuration tool supports DMXC tunable fixtures with the ability to enter serial numbers, simplifying the deployment process. When adding tunable fixtures to a project, auto configuration will add required gateways and splitters to support the DMXC fixtures. Tunable light fixture load schedules can be imported from the light fixture configuration tool in the future. The configuration tool will also create job-specific DMXC segment wiring diagrams. The lighting fixture configuration tool simplifies the ordering process and allows dealers and lighting designers to easily specify all configurable aspects of the fixtures, designate rooms and groups, and create a lighting load schedule that can be imported into the Crestron HOME configurator. Leading light manufacturers are collaborating with Crestron to provide fixtures that will work natively with the Crestron HOME platform using the same DMXC infrastructure. This expanding capability will make it possible for you to deliver the Crestron HOME tunable lighting user experience with a wider range of design options. Same circadian rhythm capabilities, same customization, and same control you get with Crestron tunable fixtures. Your next steps. Number 1, participate in the training sessions for tunable fixtures. 2, explore Crestron HOME LED light fixtures on the web. 3, learn about the basics of LED lighting in our new blog, A Primer on LED Lighting. 4, order a fixture demo case. 5, think about where to implement tunable lighting in your showroom. 6, familiarize yourself with the lighting fixture configuration tool. 7, collaborate with tech sales or a lighting technical director to create a quotation for your first project. 8, come visit our world headquarters in New Jersey and New York for a real-life demo with your clients. If you take nothing else away from today's presentation, remember these key points. 1, Crestron tunable fixtures are exclusive to Crestron HOME and are, therefore, the easiest to configure comprehensive tunable lighting technology. 2, sell the concept of the Crestron wellness environment. While this includes control of natural light with automated shades, lighting controls, Delos air quality, and sounds of nature, the new Circadian lighting is the cornerstone of the Crestron wellness environment concept. 3, SolarSync allows your interior light fixtures to provide the most genuine representation of exterior natural light conditions. 4, enhance your artwork and interior finishes with vibrant color tuning options. 5, start now by getting your dealers excited about this new technology category.
Hi, I'm Jamie Stock with Crestron, Residential Solutions Engineer. You know, the thing about circadian lighting is that it needs to be personalized and customizable, but the idea that we really want to bring to the interior environment is to capture the rise and fall of the sun in terms of color, temperature, and intensity throughout the day. We want to bring that wellness concept to the interior environment, and our bodies will benefit from that. Now, here we have a demonstration of our circadian mode. And basically, we start out early in the morning. We have 4 set points: morning, midday, and evening, and night. There's an interpolation curve that Crestron HOME applies to these set points. And what we're experiencing right now is the sun peaking out midday, and it's going to come down and lower color temperature, low intensity towards the end of the day. Now, if you really want to be a purist about circadian lighting, probably the best way to do so is with our roof-mounted solar sync color temperature sensor. So this is going to actually give you real-time feedback, allowing your Crestron tunable fixtures to mimic exactly the color conditions that are being experienced in the exterior environment. Bring that to the interior. If the weather forecast calls for 2 weeks of bad weather, you might prefer to stick with the circadian curve. Now, we also realize this needs to be personalized, just like every other aspect of Crestron HOME. And so we have the ability to adjust the circadian curve. So if you're a doctor that works half the night and comes home and sleeps half the morning, you're going to want the morning portion of your circadian curve to start a little later. My morning was set to 5 a.m. We want our morning to start at 9 a.m. And you can see how the circadian curve has been modified to fit the needs of the individual. To learn more, visit crestron.com/lighting. Thank you.